Hello, good afternoon, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Happy Christmas, everybody. I am going to say it because it's only a few days to go, and I'm definitely not going to be back with you guys on here before Christmas. So I hope you all have the most amazing and magical Christmas this year. It has been a blooming wild ride, would we say? Anyway, my friends, it is so beautiful to be back with you this Monday. This is actually going to be the last live that I do. I am going to post the video next week, but I'm going to pre-record it because one of my good friends is going to be down where I live on the Sunday and the Monday. So I want to make sure that I am there and able and ready and willing to spend some quality time. So thank you very much, Lizzie. I feel pretty lovely, to be honest with you, my darling. I feel very, very good. People keep telling me that I'm glowing, so I'm just going to continue to revel in that. I feel, what's the word, voluptuous? Is that is that a word we should be using when you're pregnant, when you're like 7 months pregnant apparently now? Gosh. Wild times. But yes, I feel very good. Thank you very much. So ladies and gents, today we are going to be talking about a really, really, really powerful subject on the real reason that people come into your life. Now, there is so many reasons why people come into your lives, right? But then there are some people that come in and they absolutely destroy you from the inside out, right? Like literally you're like, what on earth did I do to deserve this? And then there are people that come along and they may well break you, or they may well take you on a journey with them. But then you get the epiphany as to the reason why. And I truly believe this of absolutely everybody in our lives. So tonight I'm going to be looking at kind of like going back to last week, looking at some of the emotions, but I'm also going to really, really pay attention to this dynamic of people coming into each other's lives. Now, we all know that we've met somebody at some point in our lives that has completely broken our hearts. For example, I'm very open and honest about the fact that I have my heart completely shattered to pieces, and I'm sure everybody else here can say the same. But you know what? Now I look back and I'm so grateful, especially with where I am in this now moment, with my relationship and how happy I am and the baby on the way and, you know, all of this stuff. I'm like, thank the Lord it didn't work at any other point. So it's a really, really beautiful gift, but it takes time. And when you're in it, it's very difficult to see the gold, you know. And I know that some of my followers have, you know, your loved ones have passed, you know, your intimate partners have passed, and you know, it's heartbreaking to actually have to go through that. So before I step into this any further, what I would like to do is just say a massive thank you for everybody that showed up last night for our meditation. I don't know about you guys, but that meditation last night seems to have blown the doors off of quite a lot. So for those of you that don't know, I am running 3 meditations a month. I channeled basically that we needed to do a frequency shift so that we can live in the harmony and in the vibration of what we're all calling New Earth or Shambhala. So we actually started at the end of November. We did 3 meditations within the window that we needed to do it in. And now we're on to the second cycle. And last night was super powerful. I guided it. My whole life has changed today, ladies and gents. It feels so weird to say that, but today I have been so productive. I have got so much done. I just feel really, really, really amazing. So I hope that you guys have been reveling in a little bit of that energy as well. One of my best friends called me. In fact, 2 of my best friends called me and was like, "Oh my God, what's changed? Everything seems to have changed. I'm really happy about it." My partner, he's like gone on a, "Oh my God, I feel amazing and I feel this and I feel that," and he got connected to a couple of things during the meditation last night that he needed to look at. So it's absolutely amazing that these simple little 15-minute meditations that we are doing to change the frequency around the world are absolutely just going off on another level, right? So I love that. So Helen's literally just put, "Oh, I need to put the comments on, don't I? Lizzie, you're fired." Just kidding, my darling, just kidding. Absolutely love that for us. I just spat as well as I said that, which is even better. So I'm going to leave it like that today. So Helen has just put, My friend said the same thing. She felt the meditation and didn't even know we were doing it. So, Helen, my question to you is, why didn't she know we were doing it? Let's get her involved in it going forwards. I'm so glad that everybody is feeling lighter, everybody is feeling brighter. And I do like to say that we are doing God's work, my darlings. So we actually really do deserve to live in this beautiful vibration that we are setting. So love that for us. Absolutely love that for us. And I love the fact that Dee has just put, I'm good, been on a mission the last 3 or 4 days, clearing lots of stuff and phone calls. I love that for you so much. There is a real get bleep done energy on the planet right now, right? I am loving it. But today it has been a whole new level. I've got this new inspiration where business is concerned. One of my best friends literally called me up and was like, right, this is what you've got to do. This is what you've got to do. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. So do watch this space, ladies and gents. Now, the last thing before we go back into the topic, I am running an extremely powerful meditation and healing hangs in January. It's going to be the last one before I go off and have the baby. Can't believe it's so soon. My baby shower's only in a few weeks. Can you believe it, ladies and gents? I can't believe it's so soon. It's happened so quickly. It just all of a sudden it's like there. So yeah, basically on the 18th of January, I am going to be running a very powerful healing hangs on the female healing. So women's health, focusing on womb health. Now, all of you know my journey. There's been 24 years, there's been 6 losses, there's been a hell of a lot of trauma that came through the womb. I'm now in a beautiful position. Obviously, I'm like 6, 7 months pregnant. I don't know why they say you're 7 months pregnant at the number of weeks I am, when I've still, in my head, I'm like, I've still got 3 months to go. But that's what they say. So, you know, the fact that I'm sat here now at this stage in pregnancy, I really do feel legitimately I can sit and do the healing and legitimately call in the beautiful energies and be able to literally embody it. I've been doing it for a very long time, but there's just something different now. You know, like when you've got the validation that you've channeled it, you've done it, you created it, and now it's happening imminently. It kind of like takes things to another level. So I'm going to be leaving this series of healing hangs on a massive high, working with the ladies. I feel it is a gift that I kind of owe you. So if you are a mother of a daughter, it might be something you need her to come along to. If you are a mother, if you are single, if you are like whatever it is, if you are female and you've had anything go on with your cycles. Now, a lot of things we've normalized to say that they're okay when they're not okay. You know, so if your period is irregular, for example, if you sometimes are heavy, sometimes are light, that kind of thing, like all of this we're going to look at. If you've gone through the menopause, if you have hormone imbalances, you know, all of these terms that have become normal for us, this is what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at the root cause of the trauma that has created this within you and shifting it once and for all, like I've done. Literally, like I've done. I'm not talking a good story, like I literally have the proof. I would stand up and show you my belly, but you don't want to be seeing that. Not right now. So, ladies and gents, that is going to be the close of the Healing Hangs series in January until Baba makes an appearance, and I am back with a bang, which I'm so super excited for. We're going to be doing some massive things in 2026. So let's talk about this beautiful topic of the real reason people enter your life and why some break you before they heal you. In the chat, please do let me know if you've ever experienced anything like this, where you've met somebody and you've been so, I spoke about it at Soul School, actually, like you see them and you're like, I want that one. I want that one. And you just know on some level that you have to go on a journey with this person. I've done that. So tonight we're going to be talking on this subject, and it's going to be about connection. It's going to be about the people that we're magnetized to. So like I was just saying, I want that one. This is like a magnetic pull. We're going to look at the people that have challenged us. Now, as you know, I have been speaking about relationships for many, many, many years, not because I think I've got my shit together with them, just so you know. Relationships fascinate me. Relationships, I'm very lucky. I've got some of the best friends in and around the world. I have some of the most healthy relationships that are possible. I've had some unhealthy ones. I'm not even going to deny that. But relationships fascinate me. Obviously, my mission right now is the relationship, like the intimate relationship. I've mastered the relationship with myself to a point. I've mastered the relationship with my friends to a point. I've mastered the relationship with my family to a point, because there's always a little bit where we're not, right? And so you guys know that I look at and I tune into how relationships act as mirror. They act as a mirror to us. They look at they either expand us, they create a catalytic effect, reaction within us. There's many, many, many different ways of how relationships can serve us, and I do believe that every relationship serves us. Please do let me know in the chat on YouTube and Facebook if you see that the relationships are very, very, like, we always learn something from a relationship. Tonight, this conversation, I would like to have as much more of a self-awareness conversation rather than a blame or a victimhood conversation. I've noticed recently, thankfully not in my inner circle, but just kind of outside of my inner circle, that there is a lot of blaming. There is a lot of shaming. There is a lot of victimhood. And there's a serious lack of ownership. Tonight, because you guys are so freaking amazing, we're going to look at this from a different perspective. We're going all in, taking ownership of ourselves. Are you guys ready for this? Yeah, you guys up for this? So I want to start by saying that people never show up by accident. Period. We attract people based on our frequency. We attract people based on the lessons that we signed up for. And we attract people on our unresolved patterns. Sometimes people awaken us. They come into our lives to activate something, to awaken something. And I know that I've done that with a number of people, and a number of people have done it to me. Sometimes people come in, and you guys are going to love this one. Sometimes people come in to test a boundary, right? How many of you have had your boundaries tested? I actually did a post on Facebook today. There was a situation that happened a couple of months ago, middle of October time, and I put a really healthy boundary in place with somebody, and God, did they have a huge reaction, like a massive reaction because of my boundaries. Now, do you know what? I'm so grateful to that person for testing my boundaries, because actually sometimes we literally do need to give our boundaries a little bit of a polish off, and that was one of those situations. And actually, since then, I've put some really healthy boundaries in place with other people, and I just feel so much better for it. Changes your life, but my goodness, you do feel free from it. Sometimes people come into your life to offer you love that you did not know that you were capable of receiving. Put your hands up if that's happened to you. I actually feel like I'm going through a bit of a situation like this at the moment. The baby has, and I really do think that this is what's happening with me, but like, I've never experienced love like I am feeling love right now. And I keep thinking to myself, like, what's it going to be like when I get that oxytocin dump? Like, what's it going to be like? Because the way that I felt before the pregnancy was wild where love was concerned. Now I have this like mama bear, just unbelievable energy that is running through me like I have never felt before. And this just clean pillar of love. And the fact that I am receiving the love from my partner, which before I probably would have pushed away, and all of these other, and I just feel totally freaking different. Like I just feel so different. So I'm really grateful for this. I never knew that I could receive love like that. I knew I could give it. I'm very good at giving it. How many of you have come to my seminars and felt the unconditional love that pours out of me? Yep, absolutely. I'm bloody amazing at giving it. And that's why people like to be around you. They want your energy. However, to be able to receive it is something else. It has been life-changing. It hasn't been easy the whole time. I just want to make that very clear. I've just got to move that pillow. It's a bit too much, making me sit in a really odd position. So yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. Now, sometimes people come into your life to pull you to a deeper version of yourself. And a lot of you guys that follow me, that's probably what you've got from me. You come along, you listen to me talking about self-love, you listen to me talking about authenticity, and it actually, even if it triggers you at the time, it kind of like helps you catapult into a much more authentic version of you. Now, I know I've given this gift to someone recently, and I don't think they like it because it's very uncomfortable, and it wasn't done in the manner in which I would like to do it, but it was given as a gift. We have to recognize that every single person, no matter how long they stay in our lives, no matter how we meet them, they are a data point. They are a reflection. They're a guidepost. And this is Source using people to communicate with you. It's quite beautiful, hey? If you actually stop and think about it, right? Every interaction you have is guiding you in a direction. How many of you have met somebody and just gone off in a completely different direction because you're like, wow, it is absolutely unbelievable. So let's have a look at the different types of people that enter your life. So mirrors, we all know what a mirror is, right? Somebody that literally reflects our wounds, our patterns, and our limiting beliefs. This might show up as a friend who shows to you that you have a lack of receiving. So I think Diane has just put, me too, I'm good at giving, not receiving. So I've now catapulted myself in front of Diane to say, do you know what? I could only give and I couldn't receive. So Diane's now gone, oh shit. Now I didn't feel like I was worthy of receiving. Okay, right. So now I've just mirrored that straight back to her. Diane, you are so worthy of receiving. Think about the partner who, and I have a lot of clients that come to me with this. Think about the partner who avoids intimacy. Literally, they make excuses not to have sex. They will literally, oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm not in the mood. Oh, I've not got the energy, whatever. Like that may mirror to you that you're scared of being seen. Think about it. Mirrors are not punishments. Oh, I just heard the horses neighing. How cute outside my house. They're not punishment. They're invitations for you to look at you in a much deeper fashion. So I'm going to ask you guys to think about somebody who's been triggering you, whether it's an intimate partner, a friendship, a relationship, an ex, whatever. Think about who's been triggering you. Look at the way they've been triggering you, and then turn that mirror on yourself and look at yourself. There will be an invitation for you to level up in there. So there is a group of people called the expanders. These people show you what's possible. They are the dreamers. the colleague who thinks much bigger than you could have ever thought of, the partner who loves differently, the mentor who embodies a life that you literally did not know that you could have. Expanders are here to stretch your identity. They widen your energetic calling. They just they kind of like raise the ceiling on whatever you have ever thought that you are capable of doing. How many people know somebody like that? How many people know an expander? You're like, oh my God, I hang around with this person and I think I can climb Everest with absolutely no gear, barefoot. You know, I love being around those people. They are my favorite people to be around. They are the ones that make me go, oh my God, I can achieve anything. And you know what? I do go and achieve anything when I've been hanging around those people. There's a group of people called the soul teachers. Often these are the people who trigger you. Maybe they hurt you with the truth. Maybe they push you. They're not here to excuse harm. They are here to show you a lesson. It is about observing with these people. Thank you, bestie. You're so sweet. Think about it. Somebody who breaks your heart teaches you the truth about your boundaries. Somebody who leaves you teaches you how to hold yourself. They teach you resilience. Someone who betrays you teaches you discernment and intuition. Sometimes the person that hurts you the most is often the one that transforms you the most. I have to be honest. The people that have hurt me the most are the ones that have transformed me the most. I'd love your take on it. Then there are what I'm going to call the season people. These people were never meant to stay. How many of us know a seasoned person? I've had a few of them recently. They're the ones that were meant to shift you, redirect you, or prepare you. There's the famous saying, isn't there? Some people come into your life for a season, some for a lesson, some for a lifetime. Your soul knows when a season is complete, even when your mind still wants to hold on. These are difficult lessons. They don't really do anything wrong, but you just know that there is no evolution between the two of you. Or maybe they do something wrong. The lifelong anchors. These are my final set of people. These might be friends, family, partners, mentors, coaches, whatever. They bring stability, unconditional love, truth, safety, and longevity. These relationships often start quietly, but deepen profoundly. I want you to look at this as the shadow curriculum of relationships. The lessons that you don't consciously choose, but you absolutely grow from. Now, if we look at this slightly further, okay, there are different categories of people. So within those people, the ones that help you evolve, the ones that bring things to your attention, the ones that hurt you, the ones that gift us all of the lessons, there are people that come in to show us where we still abandon ourselves. You've got to remember that not everyone enters our life to love us. Some have to come in to show us where we have not healed. These are the people that hurt us the most. However, the beautiful thing about it is it's the biggest gold. when you realise, when you step out of that victimhood and you lean in, it's the biggest gold. So people who don't stick to their word, let's look at these first. How many of you know somebody who doesn't stick to their word? I dated one of these. It's really freaking hard work. They appear to highlight where you haven't been honouring your own needs. They show you where your boundaries are vague or porous. They arrive to teach you discernment and alignment, not blind trust. How many of you, and I would really like an honesty check here, how many of you have listened to the words, and even though their actions do not mirror to their words, you just pray and you hope that their words are what they actually mean? I've done this. I've done it on a few occasions. No more. The lesson here, my friends, is to stop expecting consistency from people who have not mastered it within themselves, and stop accepting inconsistency at the cost of your peace. Putting up with crap. No, we don't have to do that. Often these people come in to mirror you a childhood dynamic where promises were made but not kept. Now just think about that for a moment. How many of you, and this definitely resonates with me, how many of you have you believe the words and not the actions, and it's because of a childhood program where you were told that things were going to happen but they never did, which is why you just expect it now in your life, which is why these beautiful people come in and trigger us into recognizing it. The next is controlling people. I know controlling triggers the heck out of some people. So why do controlling people appear? They appear to expose where we have been giving our power away. They help you reclaim autonomy, choice, and your voice. They come in to teach you the difference between love and dependency. Dependency is a very interesting topic, but we'll do that another day. Control only feels powerful when you haven't discovered your own. Controlling people often show up when you're ready to step into self-leadership. They're there to test you. Are you honest? Are you being honest? Are you living your truth? Or are you blagging it? This is an ironic one for me at the moment. Jealous or competitive people. They show you where you dim your light to make others feel comfortable. I remember, obviously you guys know I've won quite a lot of awards this year, and there's somebody out there there's like, why the heck is she winning all of these awards? Like, who's nominated her for this stuff? And it's like, wow, jealous or what? You know, this person gifted me the recognition that is not somebody that I would choose to have in my life. And I absolutely did shrink myself to make that particular person feel comfortable. I shrank my gifts to make that person feel comfortable. They come in to help us recognize our own worth beyond comparison. And I've got to be honest with you guys, like, since that conversation, like, I feel so different, so like even more powerful than I've ever felt before. Like 2026 is going to be a game changer for everything. I love that, Deb. Thank you. So Deb on Facebook has put, been there, done that. It's so true, right? We've shrunk ourselves to keep other people comfortable. You know, I remember when I worked on the trading floor, I used to be like, oh yeah, no, I'm okay. I was one of the best project managers that JP Morgan had. You know, I delivered things that they couldn't deliver before. And I used to shrink myself because the men used to get really uncomfortable that a woman was doing this. So I would shrink myself. Very interesting. There's always a type of person that tries to shrink other people. Now, the lesson when you meet jealous or competitive people, is other people have discomfort with your greatness. And you know what, ladies and gents? It's not our problem. They appear always right as you're expanding. And like a bad penny, they'll come back. Just as you're about to have a massive breakthrough, boom, they'll come back. They'll try and take it away again. And they will test you whether you're going to keep rising or you're going to collapse back into the familiar. How many of you have experienced that? Absolutely unbelievable. We then have the category of emotionally avoidant people. How many of you know an emotionally avoidant person? They appear to mirror the emotional unavailability within us. And I know that this is a fact with me. Like, honestly, the biggest gift that ever got shown to me was, wow, I'm an avoidant. I actually hide, and I would rather walk away than actually have to deal with it. Massive change in me in the last, I would say 5 months. Massive change, like massive, massive, massive change. Thank the Lord. It's often unconscious, by the way, that behavior. These people come in to reactivate unresolved attachment wounds from childhood. Any of you guys resonate with that? They also come in to push you towards deeper self-intimacy instead of chasing external validation. How many of you know people that constantly say, validate me, validate me, validate me, validate me, validate me, in whichever way they show up, right? They don't literally say, hey, I need validation right now. They will literally, am I good enough? Am I this? Am I that? And it's draining. You cannot receive emotional availability externally until you cultivate it internally. And do you know what? I keep saying to my friends, I've never been happier. I don't know what's happened. I just feel so content. I feel so happy. Like, life is just bloody amazing right now. And I'm certain it's to do with that. I literally realized, Lucy, you are avoiding your emotions. Why the heck are you avoiding your emotions? Like, open up, expand, and allow the love to come in. And of course, it's changed everything. Avoidant people activate our desire to work for love. How many of you feel like you've got to put the effort in? You've got to work at it. And this is a pattern that's been installed in us from a very, very young age. That's okay, Liv. The fact that you are aware of it is brilliant. So Live on Facebook has put, I was one of them, can't say I'm through it or over it. Doesn't matter. You've got the consciousness on it. Well done to you. All you need to keep doing is keep plugging away and allowing yourself to be safe. This is the thing. If you are in an emotionally unsafe situation, you're never going to make it. It's very important. Like, I was looking for safety in places that could never offer me safety. Now I have safety, which is why the baby came in and everything else. Do you get what I mean? It was just divinity. That's why it happened exactly the way that it happened. I made some massive decisions, cut certain things off, and then boom, the next thing I've conceived. It's quite interesting. So let's look at boundary crossing people. And I know this is a lot of you guys, because you have quite weak boundaries. A lot of people that I work with, a lot of people that come in, they're like, just show me how to get boundaries. How can I have a healthy boundary with people? People come in to reveal where your boundaries are not expressed, embodied, or enforced. They come in to teach you that a boundary is not a sentence. It is a statement of self-respect. Maybe that would be better if we say, I'm now putting in place a statement of self-respect rather than the word boundary. Boundary is quite triggering, isn't it? So respect yourself enough to have a statement whereby you go, I deserve better than this, and whatever that looks and feels like. Boundary crossing people come in to show you that peace requires protection. A lot of men ask for peace. Sorry, boys, I'm just going to call it as it is. I just want peace. I just want peace. I just want peace. The issue is the environment that they offer is not peaceful. How can a woman's nervous system provide peace if the environment is not peaceful? So we both have to look at ourselves with this. The lesson that is a gift from people who cross our boundaries is we teach people how to treat us by what we allow, what we deny, and what we walk away from. These people are often the fast track to self-respect. And honestly, like I say, I've had a very amazing situation happen in the last 6 months, which has catapulted my self-respect in a whole new level, which I'm sure is why my life is just in a really, really, really good place right now. Because I went, no, hang on a minute. We're not going to do this. We're not going to play this game anymore. I have to make a choice. And this is the choice that I'm going to make. It's a gift that you can give to yourself, but you have to be bloody honest with yourself to get there. Critical or judgmental people. How many of you know somebody who criticizes you or judges other people? I say this all the time. They appear to mirror your own inner critic. So you can finally silence it. They come in to teach you emotional neutrality rather than people pleasing. Hands up where the people pleasers are. Yes, Liv, you're going to be busy, my darling. Critical and judgmental people come in to help us separate feedback from projection. Criticism is often someone speaking to their own words, their own wounds, not your worth. So let's say, for example, I have this conversation a lot on my videos. If somebody is sat there going, this person betrayed me, this person hurt me, this person did this person did that, what they are saying to you is, I betrayed, I hurt, I did this, I did that. All you need to do is take the emotion out of it, take the rose-tinted glasses off, and look at it very, very obviously and honestly without the emotion. Critical people highlight how you talk to yourself and where that needs healing. Who just got a bit of a mic drop moment with that one? When your partner's telling you you're this and you're that and blah, 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 blah. Just that ability to just self-regulate and say, right, this person is actually showing me where they're at. And a lot of people will try to goad you with this tactic. They will attempt to lure you in by this person did this and this person did that. And you've got to remember what they are saying is what they did. Very important. Unreliable people. How many of you know an unreliable person? I used to know unreliable people, but I don't anymore. This is a beautiful gift. They come in to teach you self-reliance and the ability to trust your own structure. I used to get let down all the time when I was younger with going out and having fun and all of those things. And actually, when I started traveling on my own, this unreliability thing just disappeared completely because I learned I could do it on my own. I learned I could make my own decisions. Unreliable people come in to show you where you overextend or where you carry more than you share. And the biggest gift that unreliable people give us is to encourage you to build relationships with dependable, aligned people. I have only got really great, reliable people around me. That's it. Every single person that is not reliable or that does not stick to their word, they are removed out of the way very, very quickly. Be who you want to be. Be the person who you want to hang around. Be reliable. Be honest. Unreliable people show up when you're ready to stop over-functioning. because this reflects the energetic mismatch between the giver and the taker. So for my little people pleasers, it's one that you need to master. Hands up, who's ever had a manipulator in their life? Manipulators appear to activate your intuition so that you stop ignoring red flags. How many people have been manipulated by somebody? Your intuition's not right. Your intuition's not working correctly. Yeah. How many of you? I've had that big time. You know, obviously as the person that, you know, I do a lot of teaching and I do a lot of stuff around the world and publicly and all the rest of it. I've literally had people go, oh my God, your gifts are so amazing. Oh my God, you're so intuitive. Oh my God, you're so this. And then when I go, my intuition is saying this, all of a sudden it's me being insecure. Any of you guys ever experienced that? You know, it's red flag central. So they come in to teach us emotional sovereignty. They teach us to trust that inner dial. They teach us to really get on top of what it is that we are doing. And they help us heal patterns of self-abandonment. So actually, we need to thank the manipulators, although we don't need to keep them around us. Manipulation only works where there is an unmet need or an unhealed wound. They come in to show you where you're being the people pleaser, where you are giving too much, where you are not speaking your truth. You know, it's very, very important. I love that comment that Lizzie has just posted. So people fall in love with your bubbly self, but then when you're in a relationship with them, all of a sudden you're too much. How many people have done that? Absolutely. Everybody, it's like the famous saying, everybody wants a powerful woman until the powerful woman is literally focusing their power at you. You know, everybody wants a spiritual woman until the spiritual woman is all of a sudden a witch because she's, you know, like gone on a bit of a journey like this. So it has been amazing. After interacting with a manipulative person, you very rarely return to the same level of tolerance. I definitely haven't. I've just seen that Moena's put, I learned a lot from a relationship like this. Let me know. After that relationship, have you ever returned to the same level of tolerance? Because I very much doubt it. How many about people whose words you can't trust? I saw somebody earlier, I just don't believe what they say now. So this is for you. They teach you the power of discernment over blind faith. What gift? Thank you. Thank you so much. They come in to show you that trust must be earned and not assumed. I say it to people all the time. Please don't just trust my words. Go out there, do your research, check it out. Please just go do that. They also come in to break old conditioning that says it's safer to ignore my instincts. When someone shows you they are inconsistent, ladies and gents, please believe them. Please do not believe their potential. This is a massive, whacking, huge, great step in the direction of self-mastery. How about people who only take from you? The energy vampires, the overtakers, or those that see you as a source of supply. Some might call this narcissist, okay? So they appear to highlight where you have been overgiving to feel valued. They come in to teach you how to be reciprocal, how to have reciprocal relationships. You guys know I'm banging on about reciprocation all the time at the moment. They're here to show you balance. They're here to show you where your worth has been tied to what you can provide. How many of you have had that situation? Again, very much so. If you are the giver in every relationship, Source is going to send you takers until you heal the need to earn love. Remember, capacities become clear through contrast. People who compete with you. I'm not talking about healthy inspiration. I'm talking about comparison, sabotage, and undermining. I had somebody once who tried to go after my business. I was public speaking, and they literally went out to try and stop me speaking at an event because they were worried that I might actually raise the veil on who they are. I would never do that, by the way, but that's why they attempted to sabotage. And I actually got sent a voice note of the person saying what they said, which is just absolutely unbelievable. That is very unhealthy and very, very competitive and jealous. They appear to show you where you fear outgrowing people. They appear to show you it's okay to evolve beyond your cycle. Yeah, honestly, it was disgusting. They come in to show you that not everybody can come with you. Snippety snip has to happen sometimes, guys. I'm sharing a lot tonight that I don't think I've ever shared before. I'm sharing some of the shit that's gone on, right? But I feel absolutely fine and happy sharing it. It's brilliant. Please hear these words. Your success will only threaten people who have not met themselves yet. They are so scared of your authenticity. Their presence is your permission to rise higher. Ladies and gents, if you ever meet one of those people, please revel in the rising higher. Let them trigger you. Let you trigger them. Love that, Deb. Being by myself isn't so bad. Hey, this isn't just intimate relationships, guys. This is friends and all sorts as well. You must remember that, okay? But these people come in to break you down so that you can rise up. Like I always talk about the rising of the phoenix. Like this is the tools. This is, Deb, the reason that you're on your own. I guarantee it's one of these people. I'm guaranteeing that there is a situation with one of these people that you went, do you know what? I'd rather be on my own. But we have to be grateful for these. The people that try to take your dreams, the people who belittle your vision, doubt your path. I have a lot of doubt, yeah. I'm not in myself, by the way. I have far more confidence than I think anybody around the world has for me. But there are people that she's never going to have a baby. I got told I was old and past it and has been, and maybe if I hadn't been a drunk and a druggie in the past, then maybe I would have had a baby. Literally, I got told that maybe a handful of years ago. That was to doubt my path because I was so certain that this was going to happen. They come in to discourage your growth. So why do they appear? They come in to test your commitment. They come in to test and strengthen your self-belief. They come in to show you that your dreams are not committee decisions. If someone can talk you out of your dream, it was never your dream in the first place. It was your fear. You become absolutely unstoppable when you stop outsourcing permission. Interesting. So Morwenna has put, I experienced close people today doubting my future vision, and it made me so focused on creating it. That's me. I actually spoke about this, I think, last night. If somebody says to me, you can't do that, I'm like, fucking watch me. Absolutely, you watch me. Don't you worry about that. You know, fascinating stuff. The people who abandon you. It's so painful, but this is one of the most transformative levels of healing that you can go through. These people appear to heal abandonment wounds from childhood or past relationships. They teach you not to abandon yourself when somebody else does. They redirect you onto a path that is aligned with your highest growth. How many of you have ended up coming out of a relationship and then getting connected to your purpose, or getting connected to somebody who changes your life, or you go somewhere that you wouldn't have gone if you'd still been with that person and all of a sudden your life changes? How many is that? Happened to me. People don't leave your life to punish you. They leave your life because Source has booted them out the way to allow space for who is your destiny and what is your destiny. Abandonment is a spiritual rerouting. How about that? Every single abandonment, every single perceived rejection, let's look at it as a spiritual rerouting. Yes. If you thought that was good, imagine what that could be like, like really embody that. Every single person that I have ever met, every difficult person that I've ever met was not a mistake. Even, I mean, I had my heart broken a few years ago when I lost the baby, like, oh my God, it broke my heart. But that was still not a mistake. That was a mirror, a teacher, a catalyst guiding me back to myself. So I'm very, very grateful with that. Joe has just put Source booted my mother away at 5 and again reappeared when I was 35 and walked away again. So you got spiritually rerouted. Look at what's happened since you were 5 and then since you were 35 with that dynamic, Joe. That's what I would be looking at for sure, going deep on that. If you are attracting unavailable people, look at your fear of being close to somebody. That was me. I literally went for people that were unavailable. I don't mean like they were relationships or anything like that. They were avoidant. Last few relationships that I was in, that I was with avoidance. And it's because I was scared of getting close and scared of getting hurt. Now I'm with somebody who's not avoidant in the fucking slightest. Not in the slightest. And I've had to get over it. Like I say, it's not been easy. I mean, thankfully, the last 5 or so months have been very easy. But, like before then, it was not easy. It's very, very difficult when you are like, I'm scared. I'm scared. And then this person is just like, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. I'm literally not leaving you. I don't care what you do. Like, I'm just not going to leave you. And then all of a sudden you go, okay, fine, I'll stop fighting. And then all of a sudden your life just becomes very simple. Very simple. If you attract takers, please look at your worthiness and overgiving. If you attract chaos, men, look at your nervous system baseline from childhood. If you repel love, look at your self-protection mechanisms. Ladies and gents, what you attract is never a verdict. It's a map to who you are. Now, there is the element of soul contracts and energetic agreements. Some of us, and I'm sure this is the case with me and my ex, we agreed to come in before we incarnated and trigger the fuck out of each other. Close out some karma. Some people come in to activate your purpose. Some people come in to mirror a part of you back to wholeness. Some come in to teach you comparison, forgiveness, or boundaries. So really take a good look at it. What is it that your last partner has brought to the table with you, or your last friendship that broken down? So what I've done to work with my relationship consciously is observe patterns. What is this person showing me? And it's not a blame, it's I need to look at me. Where is this activating something in me? There's no way he can activate something in me unless it's already in me. And ladies and gents, this is an absolute gold nugget there. Separate the lesson from the person. No blame, pure consciousness, pure awareness. And then choose consciously. So I ran away from my partner. I ran away from him because He wanted to be close and I was scared of having somebody close to me. What if he hurt me? What if he this? What if he that? And then I made the decision to stay. Then I made the decision to heal. And then we both set really healthy boundaries and we agreed that we were going to stay. So you need to make the choice. Are you going to stay? Are you going to heal? Are you going to set boundaries? Or are you just going to walk away? My old pattern was walking away. You must thank the lesson. We can close these cycles through gratitude, not guilt. Healing is never about keeping every person. It's about understanding every person and the connection that they have to you and your journey. Is this making sense, guys? If it is, smash that love heart for me. Give me a big thumbs up. I know I've been chatting at you for 57 minutes now, and you're probably like, oh my God, does this woman stop and take a breath? So please, please, please just give me a little love heart or a thumb up or whatever. And I would really appreciate it if everybody on YouTube could just smash the thumbs up button when you leave the video. So, what patterns do you keep meeting in different people, my friends? I would like you to look at and journal on who triggered your growth the most. Who did it? Is it your mum? Like I've always said, my sister was one of my best teachers. Then I said, my mum's one of my best teachers. Then I was like, oh my God, my dad is one of my best teachers. Now I've got an ex who was a freaking amazing teacher. And now my partner is teaching me in a really, really, really different way, thankfully. So look at who triggers you, look at why they trigger you and take the ownership. Look at yourself, turn the camera on you. Which relationships have felt like expansion? Which friends? I have a beautiful friendship. I don't know if she's still on, but one of my best friends, she was on here earlier. We have the most beautiful, beautiful relationship. We're best friends. Every time I speak to her, I expand. Every time she speaks to me, she expands. And we go on this really beautiful reciprocal journey of growth and growth and growth and growth. Yeah, she's still here. This here is what is important. And then what happened was I actually had another relationship with another friend that actually felt very like full and all the rest of it. But then it became like I was being restricted or it was contracting or something. And that's when I was like, wow, okay, this is actually probably not healthy. And that's when you have to look at, what am I learning here? What am I doing here? What's the process here? Can I have a conversation about this? What boundaries need to be put in place? Do I want to heal this or do I want to walk away from this? Like that's the process that I go through. Look at what the person in question is activating in you that needs healing. Do you need healing? Is it love that you need? Is it boundaries that you need? I don't need people around me that go, yes, Lucy, no, Lucy, 3 bags full. I need people like Katie that go, you're being an absolute idiot, sort it out. That's what I need. Don't get me wrong. Not all of my friends are like that, but that is really important to have somebody or some people in your life that will get you grounded and that will give you a little virtual slap if you need it. Ask yourself, are people a soul contract? Are people a mirror? Are people a lesson? Are people a season? Or are they a lifetime connection? When we can have much greater consciousness on who we are attracting and the reasons why we are attracting, we will understand and be able to fine tune and create different relationships. Every single person in your life is a chapter in your evolution. Some chapters are soft. Some are painful. Some are short. And some are lifelong. But every single one of them are sacred. Would you agree? Ladies and gents, if this conversation has landed with you today, please share it or tag somebody who has been a teacher in your life. I would love it to hear how you connected, how your relationship has evolved, whether they triggered you, whether they healed you. You know, I get told all the time, oh my God, you've triggered me so much. Brilliant. I love that. You know, if that's what I've been put in your life for, then I'm really, really happy with that. Relationships can be so fulfilling. You do not have to sit in the heaviness of them. Look at the lessons, get the awareness, and ladies and gents, go and live your best life, because you deserve it more than anything on this planet. Ladies and gents, it's the 22nd of December. We have 3 days until Christmas. I feel extremely privileged to have been here with you this evening. Please, please, please enjoy Christmas. Enjoy Boxing Day if you're in the UK. Enjoy New Year, although I am going to put a video out for next Monday. But like I said, I'm going to be connecting with one of my best friends and spending some quality time. So please, please, please do have the best time. And I will be back with you guys super duper soon. Next week's video on Monday, the 29th of December, will be all around 2026. So if you want to know what's coming for 2026, we will see you next I nearly said next Friday, next Monday. Guys, lots of love to you. Happy Christmas. And I will speak to you all super soon. Ciao, ciao for now, guys. Take